All right. Hello, everyone. This is Israel Johnson, your life coach, and I'm going to hit you dead in the face with it. I just posted the results of my CGN genetics test. CGN genetics is one of the most profound DNA test companies in the world. You can go Google it and rate them over everybody. They're the most specific, most scientific. Let's get right into it. If you are a man of color, and have not taken a DNA test, you have been robbed by the system. You need to know that. You don't know who you are. So for example, I'm going to give you all the breakdowns of mine because it's the immediate shift that happens in a man of color who is African. All right. So number one, I am from Nigeria. My people are from the Esan Tribe. My people went through Barbados and then came to America as slaves. Did you hear what I just said? I have learned crucial information about my identity. The Esan people was also had a relationship with hawks. My daddy's name was Hawky. I have an eagle on my chest. I did this without even knowing the relationship as an African and my tribe of people with their affinity with hawks and eagles. I'm here to talk to every man of color that you need to take a DNA test to know who you are and where you come from. The name you have right now is not your name. That is the name given to you by your slave master. It's time for us to right the wrongs. It's time for us to find out who we are and who are our people and what is our native tongue. I know as a black man that there's a lot of mental and psychological abuse that we have in our minds because we don't know who we are. I have all the accolades of this country and of this world. I have all the degrees and what they deem to be successful, but to not know who you are poor. So I'm making this video especially for every man of color. It is absolutely crucial right now that you learn who you are. I'm going to go back over it again. I posted 10 things I know now. First of all, I would never allow anybody to call me a black man again. I am an African and I am Nigerian. I am from South Nigeria. I am part of the Esan Tribe. The Esan Tribe was part of the Benin Empire. They were a group of people who left the empire in the 1500s when the king wanted everybody in the country to abstain from sex because his sons were killed. I have just learned some damn things about my people. My people are natural warriors and hunters and mercenaries. That means I come from a group of trained mercenary killers. I come from one of the smallest tribes in Nigeria, and that small tribe was furious about protecting its own. Also in my tribe, the women were known. As a matter of fact, in the movie Black Panther, the women fighters they took that from my tribe. It was my women. It was the women that I come from, that I was bred from, that were those warriors that they depicted in the movie. Now I understand why I have a certain nature about myself. I'm only wearing this shirt because on the day my dad died, my dad's name was Hawking. On the day my dad died, I went to a tattoo shop here in Palm Beach County on Okeechobee Boulevard, and I listened to Tupac while this guy was sticking needles in my chest to put that hawk on my chest. And now I find out 20 plus years after my dad died that my people, the Esan people, had a connection with hawks. When they would hunt, when they would fish, when they would go to war, they would train hawks how to assist them. My dad's nickname was Hawky. You see, God gives us little clues to help us try to figure this out. But here I am. I'm telling you, this is a message specifically for every black man that I know, every black man that looks up to me. This is a crucial message to get out to you. It is absolutely important. We have been robbed of our identity, our culture, who we are, the food we're supposed to eat. I've learned even on a higher level what I'm supposed to be eating. Sure, a lot of our cultures got it here and there. My Jamaicans, my Haitians, they got a lot of the food that came from Africa, but it's time to step it up. It's time to step it up, because there's a certain diet I'm supposed to have now. You also supposed to live in a parallel of where you come from. What do you mean? What do you mean, Israel? Right there in Nigeria, where I come from, I'm in the right parallel in the state of Florida. Somewhere between Florida and Georgia, North Carolina is where I'm supposed to live to line up with my parallel. When I go outside of my parallel, I open myself up to different diseases. That just hit you, didn't you? So wherever you come from in Africa, that's where your people, that's where your energy thrives best. That's where your health thrives best, because that's where your food, the food that's designed for you and your people, is grown the best for you to eat. I used to wonder why a lot of black people go up north and they die from cancer and diabetes and sickness, because you don't belong in the cold. You African. I'm hitting you with the 1-2 today. You're African. And I'm sending out the wake-up call to every African man, because first of all, we have children. My children will not live a lie. They will not just believe that we came to America as slaves and they never even met their grandfather because he died before they was born. I took it all the way to the root. Not only are you going to know where you come from, you're going to know what tribe you come from, what your culture is. I'm going to Google pictures. I'm going to take you to Nigeria, and you're going to meet your people. You're going to meet your true family. When I looked at the Esan people, I looked at the Benin people from the south. We all got this nose right here. And when my DNA test came back, I was 98.3% African. That explains, I got 2 brothers, 2 uncles who are dead on my dad's side, because we will not tolerate white supremacy or white superiority. It is in my DNA. So when they dropped off my ancestors to the Barbados, if you wasn't a calm Negro, they shipped you somewhere else. So my great-great-grandfather, he couldn't stay in Barbados because he was too much of a problem, or he was too strong. So they shipped him to America. Now, I just gave each and every last one of you a lot to think about and a lot to consider. But I decree and I declare right now, it is up to you to discover your identity. We have been brainwashed. That's why we kill each other. That's why we hate each other. We've been brainwashed. We have no identity. We don't know who we are. We're still fighting to figure out who we are. And we're trying to fit into a system that will never, ever accept you. This is the first of many videos that are going to be coming your way. So stay tuned. It's all coming your way. This is the wake-up call. This is the revolution. Wake up. You are African. I don't care what your name is. That's not your name. You are African. I don't care who your friends are. You are African. Let's go.